Hey everybody, I'm Dr. Angel Storm. I'm the founder of Ashes to Beauty Ministries, and welcome to my Growing in Trust mentorship course. This course is based off of the live mentorship program, and so I have filmed these videos, the things that I'm going to be talking about during the live programs, and you can watch them as you see fit. It also comes with the PDF, and inside the PDF, after each lesson, you're going to find exercises and activities for you to do on your own to help you grow in trust. So first of all, I want to cover what is trust. A lot of us believe that trust is a positive thing, right? In that you say you're going to do something and you do it. And at the simplest form, that's exactly what it means. However, it can also mean that if I say, we can look at this through on every aspect of human interaction, everything from individual interaction all the way up to nation states. So when I say I'm going to do something and then I do it, you can trust me. And so in this sense of the word, I can also trust ISIS to be bad guys, right? I can also trust them to do whatever horrible thing that they say they're going to do. And that is really what trust is. That you say you're going to do something and then you do it. And so this doesn't necessarily mean a good thing. This can be a bad thing that you do as well. But I trust you to follow through with your word because you've done it enough times. The reason that I bring this up is because a lot of people have an unhealthy view of trust. Somebody is doing something over and over and over, but it's not matching up with their words. And so they continuously believe what they say as opposed to what they do. The person has shown you how to trust them. You're just not picking up on the right way to implement that trust. You should trust somebody's actions over what they say. And that's true no matter what. So first of all, I just wanted to point that out from a logical or a neutral standpoint. That trust is just you say something and then you do it. That can be positive, that can be negative. It doesn't matter. The second thing that I want to say is that you can't go through life without trusting people. And so even if you think, well, I'm not going to trust, this type of person or this group of people anymore, it's absolutely impossible to do that. And when you say I'm never or I'm always, those are inner vows and they're actually word curses. Later on in this course, I show you how to kind of deal with those as you learn how to develop trust and grow in it, and so that you can break those things and you can develop a healthy way to trust. And so usually people who say I will never or I will always, it has to do with the fact that they don't trust, usually, first of all, their own self, and second of all, they might not have a healthy understanding or a healthy trust in the Lord. And so I'm going to kind of cover those things throughout this course as well. The exercises included at the end of this PDF are going to help you really develop that and kind of see where you are right now in your life. Okay, so I just mentioned that to say we have to have trust in our lives. It's not only biblical, it's necessary to do life, right? When I'm driving down the freeway, I have to trust the people to my left and to my right to stay in their lane and to not come into my lane. And so there's always going to be trust built into every part of our society. So if you say I don't trust people, that's not true, and you're reinforcing a negative belief in your subconscious, which I'm going to cover again later on in this course. I also want to point out in this lesson that forgiveness and trust are two separate issues. So sometimes people say, I'm not going to forgive them because I don't want a relationship with them or I can't trust them. But forgiveness and trust are two separate issues. So you can forgive somebody and not trust them. And you can separate those things. And when you learn to do that, when you learn to separate, okay, I do forgive them, but I'm not going to trust them, or I forgive them and I do want to trust them, but first there has to be an established pattern of behavior. Remember, we said trust is what you do. I can trust you to follow through on what you say you're going to do. It's not just the words that you say, it's the actions that you put behind it. And so knowing that these are two separate issues, and that you can find forgiveness even when you don't trust the person. And I encourage you to go through that process. I have a whole mentorship course that covers just the process of forgiveness as well. So I definitely encourage you to start separating those two things, not only in your mind, but also in your heart. And along those same lines, I want you to start looking at your own words. You know, there should actually be no difference between what you say and who you are. There should be no difference between what you say and who you are. And so I would encourage you this week to start taking a look at where you are personally. Are you a trustworthy person? A lot of times we want to demand things from other people that we ourselves don't even know how to give out. And so first we have to be trustworthy to ourselves. We have to be able to trust ourselves, our decisions, the processes, our decision-making processes, right? And the way that we go about structuring our lives. So this week's exercises are going to focus on taking an internal look at where you are and can you trust your own self, and developing a trust in yourself, the confidence in yourself first. So the exercises pertain to that. So this is going to conclude the first lesson. This is just kind of an overview. Please read the PDF, because obviously I'm not going to read the PDF to you word for word. So go through, look at that, do the exercises, and I'll see you in lesson 2.